Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of At the Bar, hosted by yours truly, Ryan Carter. This week, we're going to make another attempt at a drink we had talked about doing last week, I believe, the Bahama Mama, a supposedly unique island drink that has been kind of a medley of different drink ideas put into one. When I made the original recipe that I have in the bar Bible that I own, it was interesting, to say the least. When I think of an island drink, I think of a bright, vibrant, typically pastel-colored drink that's got fruity, light flavors. And the version of the drink that I made was kind of a murky brown color, and definitely had certain overpowering flavors to it, like the lemon. So I think quantity is an issue that a lot of these recipes have an issue with, and what goes into it. I have not found any one recipe that is the same. They all have the same name and general ingredients, but some call for creme de coconut, some call for coconut rum, different quantities of lemon juice and other juices, different garnishes. So it's kind of a drink that I guess is supposed to have a loose structure so that you can make it however you like. So I'm going to go ahead and make a few adjustments of my own and see if I can get the recipe to taste a little bit better than what I found. A little history on the drink. No one really knows, like most of these cocktails, where they came from, but apparently the most widely accepted history is that in the 1950s, Oswald Slade, Greenslade, who was a bartender in the Bahamas, supposedly invented the cocktail while he was working at a Nassau Beach hotel, which he asserted himself in his own self-published book, One More Cocktail, and he named the drink after a calypso singer. So whether or not that story's true, no one really knows. Doesn't seem like Slade's drink has had a resounding history with one set recipe, so let's go see if this recipe I've worked up tastes any better than the one I tried last week. So let's head on over to the bar and find out. Okay, so for the Bahama Mama, you can really use whatever glass you want. I happen to have this kind of cool lighthouse-shaped glass. It's got a crab on one side and a boat on the other. Got it from some restaurant at some point. It's fun, it's light, it's vibrant. This drink is supposed to be something that's really exciting and fun. So try to find a fun glass, and if you have some fun stuff to put on as a garnish, great. If not, it's fine. You're going to get drunk anyways. It's not going to matter. Everything is going to go in your shaker with ice, and it's going to be nice, one easy thing. Shake, pour, you're done. However, there are a lot of components in it. Now, we're going to start off with our Black Rum, actually. I know, interesting. 1 ounce of Black Rum is going to go in here as your base. One of the things that I find particularly interesting about the Bahama Mama is that it is this kind of darker brown kind of color, which personally I don't find super appealing, and I don't think a lot of other people do either, but hey, if it tastes good, it tastes good. So after our Black Rum, we're going to put a 1/2 ounce of coconut rum. Again, some recipes call for creme de coconut or even coconut milk. I think that changes the consistency and flavor, so we're going with coconut rum. Some recipes call for putting a high-proof liquor on top of the drink. I'm not going to get 151, so I'm going to actually just add a 1/2 ounce of just regular Bacardi, just white rum in there as well, just to add a little bit more of that rum flavor, rum feel to it. So we got all of our rums in there. The thing that I think is the most interesting and unique about this specific rum kind of island drink is it actually has coffee liqueur in it. Something that you wouldn't really think to find. 1/2 ounce of that, by the way. You wouldn't really think to find coffee liqueur in a fruity island drink, and I'm not really sure why they put it in there. We're gonna find out. Something that was not in the original recipe, but I'm adding is creme de banana. Just adds a little bit more fruity flavor in there. 1/2 ounce of that, and it'll help lighten the drink a little bit and hopefully take away from the punchiness of the lemon and the coffee. The original recipe called for 1.5 ounces of lemon juice. Some recipes I've seen have called for 3/4 of an ounce. Some have called for 1 ounce. I don't really like a ton of lemon flavor in my drinks, so I'm going to go ahead and only put 1 ounce in. And I think the idea behind this is that it's supposed to cut through the super sweet flavors of your coconut rum and your pineapple juice and creme de banana and all the other sweet stuff you put in there. But personally, I think if you're making an island drink, it's supposed to be kind of sweeter and brighter, so I don't know why you'd want to cut that too much. Last but not least, the thing that's going to really lighten the drink the most and give it the most flavor is 4 ounces of pineapple juice. Hopefully, this version of the Bahama Mama is better than what I had originally made based on the recipe. All right, now everybody's favorite part, I'm sure. Shake it real good. All right, we got everything all mixed up in there. Good and hopefully light. And okay, so it's not a beautiful color, but it's not hideous either. Now, I didn't really do the measurements. I didn't know how big this glass was. So we have a glass that is twice the size of our drink, which can happen. That is a interesting color, I will say. So let's go ahead and just transfer it on over to a different glass. Make it easy for ourselves. Just pour that on in there. Perfect. See, a little too much for, just to the top. Yep, perfect. So, all right, I tried to get creative with it. It turns out I should have just stuck to the original. You've got a cocktail glass, like we've done for most of our drinks. So here's the drink. See what it tastes like. Okay, yeah, still interesting, to say the least. The coffee and the lemon really cut through there. They don't hide a whole lot in there, even though we have everything else in there. For a garnish, we're gonna go ahead and put a couple of maraschino cherries in there, which are gonna get lost in the sauce, as they say, because it's so dark, you're not even gonna really be able to see them. They're gonna sink on down to the bottom. And then, as most island drinks like to do, we're gonna put a nice little slice of pineapple on the rim, just to give it a little bit of color. See, that stays perfect. So not the most appealing drink in terms of color, and honestly, flavor. But you know, this show isn't about making things that are perfect, it's about making something new. So maybe this is something that will suit your fancy. I don't know. I don't think I'll be making any more of these, but thanks for following, and let me know if you guys make this recipe and if you find a different way to make it any better. So, cheers.